For me, Iniesta is, he's unique. I'd call him once in a lifetime player, but to call him that might even be an understatement. I don't know if I'll ever see a player on and off the pitch like Iniesta in my lifetime again.
Iniesta como jugador es un jugador técnico, es un jugador elegante, es un jugador preciosista, pero que no busca la belleza por la belleza. Al final todo lo que hace tiene un sentido en el campo.
Iniesta is known as the magician here in Barcelona because he's the guy who creates the football, who gives all the passes, all the movements, and he's the soul of the team.
I don't know, when you think about him, you can't avoid smiling.
He's a little genius, he's a mastermind.
Yo creo que se puede discutir y se pueden dar buenas razones para decir que Iniesta es el mejor futbolista español de todos los tiempos.
When I saw him, walk onto the pitch, I was initially thinking, who's this kid?
Recuerdo la primera vez que vi jugar a Iniesta, yo era joven, era un adolescente y recuerdo hablarlo con mi familia, con la que estábamos viendo los partidos y decir que este chico vale, que este chico hay que darle oportunidades, que realmente estamos ante un jugador diferente.
This little cocoon blossomed into a butterfly that we never imagined. Now he is the legend that he is. The fact that Andrés Iniesta is the most decorated Barca player alongside the greatest of all time, Leo Messi, says it all really. He's the captain, he's won so many countless of trophies for us, he's been here at the early age of 12. That for me says it all. I mean, you got to put him up there with the top 5 in this club's history for sure.
Him leaving is quite sad for Barcelona fans because what he does and what he represents.
He knows where to be in any minute of the match, and then it's good because you know that having him in the team can turn back the result of the match. In his position, there's no one who can do it better.
The only problem Iniesta's had, he hasn't won a Ballon d'Or. That's the only thing I think that's missed. He's won the Euro Cup, the World Cup, Champions League, Liga, Copa, but he hasn't had the Ballon d'Or that I think he deserved.
Iniesta es el chico que llega a Barcelona, que crece en la Masía, que se convierte en jugador y que además pasa toda su carrera hasta ahora en el Barcelona. Eso por fuerza hace que la afición esté muy identificada con Iniesta.
I've seen him grow up, I've grew up with him, alongside of him, and now he's leaving. It's like a part of me, a part of this club's escudo, this club's crest is leaving. When there were situations where I was in doubt, I would sometimes ask myself, what would Andrés Iniesta do? As corny as that sounds, that's actually the truth.
He goes everywhere around Spain and he's applauded everywhere he goes. That shows you how important and how loved he is by not just Barca fans, by every fan,
En este sentido yo creo que tuvo bastante que ver el gol de Iniesta en la final del Mundial contra Holanda.
There's not one player, you name me one person, one player that has something bad to say about Andrés Iniesta.
Tiene mucho mérito ser el mejor en lo tuyo y que no te odie nadie.
The biggest highlight that comes to mind, of course, is Chelsea. I was sitting behind the goal in that, the 89th minute when Andrés Iniesta just belted that goal in to send us into the Champions League final.
When he scored the goal in the last seconds of the game, I remember everyone at my house was just mental.
The players that will come up will look at him as the example that he is and try to embody and mirror really his persona on and off the pitch as much as possible.
Para el Barça, Iniesta significa una era. Significa una era en la que los jugadores salidos de la cantera del Barça han llevado la voz cantante dentro del equipo de este Barça. El hecho de que Iniesta deje el Barcelona, el hecho de que el fútbol de Iniesta pues se vaya acabando, significa que se acaba una era.
He conducts himself in such a manner that, I hope my son mirrors his kind of personality, off the pitch in particular. You're talking about a family man, you're talking about somebody who treats others the way that he wants to be treated.
Lo decía Guardiola hace unos años. Iniesta es un futbolista que no se pinta el pelo, que no lleva tatuajes, que es como una persona normal.
I'm a romantic person. I love to reminisce on the past, so I'll have plentiful of stories to tell to my son and my grandkids, but the big question is what's next?